Hello there, everybody. This is the Hot Rod Man 21, and today we're with Apu. That's right, the man that got removed from the Simpsons
Whoa, this is terrible.
because stereotypes, which is totally true.
Cheaper than my quickie dogs.
Help Apu get rid of the rednecks trying to sell meat to the crusty burgers before time runs out.
Hopefully my store will not be robbed more than 4 times while I am driving around today.
Please move. Thank you. Oh, I don't have to follow Cletus. Yay. I think that's how the mission played out before. I think you followed Cletus and collected droppings, which I hated. They massively improved the ones that I hated, which is awesome. I wonder if they changed set to kill.
Oh, Shiva smiles on such behavior.
That's what I should play on the channel. Good old Dukes of Hazzard on PS1. I don't know, the music reminded me of it. Don't ask why. Also, don't ask why I have such a nostalgia for that. Alright, so now I have to hit Cletus.
Eat pickup, city folks.
But before it was you have to follow him, and he went around the entire map.
Yeehaw!
Which is very large. Like I said in the previous episode, I believe it's the biggest map in the game. Because I know level 1 like the back of my hand, but I don't think it's nearly as massive as this.
Please don't.
Sorry. Oh, Mom.
Then again, there's not nearly as much packed into this
Cletus is bringing the pain.
as level 1. Level 1 is just ba 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 everywhere, all around the town. You got the school area with the grocery store, all that stuff. You got the power plant with all kinds of crap in it. Is he gonna turn or is he not gonna turn? Alright, he's gonna turn. But there's just a lot to look at in level 1. A lot of Simpsons icons.
Seems such a four-wheel disgrace.
So, that being said, level 2, you got the expressway, but there's no buildings there, there's no art, there's only just the expressway. So, I guess they could fit more.
Not too fast, not too slow, just right. I am so
And along the same lines here, there's also an expressway, kind of, past the observatory. So, I don't know.
What is here? It makes no sense. Come to Papa, random object.
just a few more.
Ha! Clean up in aisle 1. Perhaps I should refrain from doing that in the future.
Mister, please. Mister! Oh shit, he's flying actually.
Look out! My flesh is less resilient than it looks.
I hope those.
He's actually fuck, he's gonna do it!
Oh, Shiva smiles on such behavior.
Look at that! Look at that, I stuck the landing. If I don't pull this off, I'm gonna hate myself.
Hope I have room in my
I did it!
That was pretty cool.
Drive to
Why
the
still missing
observatory
when
and
I'm no
talk.
closer to finding him.
Perhaps you should consult Professor Frink at the observatory. He seems to know everything. Except why I ever came to this jerk-water burger. Goodness!
Da-da-da.
Where did that guy come from?
I never saw these guys before.
What are you trying to prove with this crazy driving? I am a lean, mean, Vindaloo machine. Oh, no!
I forgot how racist Apu was. I'm pretty sure he yells, move it, Whitey, at some point,
300
which
horses of
would not
continuous
fly
power.
today, because Twitter. But that's a subject for another
Get out of
video.
the way.
I'm not a politically correct person. It's nothing against people, it's just, I go with the flow. If someone throws an insult my way, I'm like, Entered the observatory. We're still on a mission. Here we go. Frink. 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 Frink.
Professor Frink! Professor Frink! My brother Bart is missing. Have you seen him?
Well, let's see now. Bart helped me build a monster and then disappeared in a bright light.
Wow, this is crazy. I need someone to talk to who's wise and learned.
That's where you leave the mission off? Talk to Grandpa about Bart at the observatory. Whoa, these are crazy. Tasty sandwich. Sergeant Lisa. I never looked at Bart's. Oh, we're gonna have to go back and check it out one of these times as I walk past the appearing Frink. Alright, there's World War II Jeep.
Grandpa, can you help me find Bart? He's missing.
Maybe I'm just a senile old man, but Bart's lucky red hat fell out of that black car.
Wow, Grandpa, what a great clue. You showed why senior citizens are valuable members of the community.
I think my baby teeth are growing back. That's why I had to punch that nurse.
What? Team up with Grandpa to take down the sedan and rescue Bart. Make sure whoever is responsible for this
Lisa Simpson at your
pays.
service.
Collect Bart's red cap before the sedan takes it again. Oh, I just have to follow it. I don't have to beat the shit out of it. Okay. Finger isn't even on the trigger. Where's the cruise control? Doing 65 miles per hour. It feels slow as shit. It's probably kilometers an hour, actually. Not gonna lie, it's probably kilometers.
Now my story begins in 19-2. We had to
Yeah.
say tickety
'Cause that's not
the
40
doctor had
miles per
stolen our
hour.
word 20. Please don't tell anybody I did this.
Oh, the guitar is badass. Oh, the sedan is fighting back. Destroy it. Or it'll destroy itself. Oh, it's
Where you going
it's
yet,
aimed
idiot?
at me.
Go, girl.
What?
What's the-
Oh, no!
Oops, I messed myself. How about them apples?
What is that
Alright,
driver?
I'll depend
What
on
is that
you.
driver? What is the driver?
Let's make the scene.
Hi, Mr. Construction Worker.
Kaiser.
That's what fell out of the sedan. I always knew it was construction workers, not
Where you
aliens.
going yet, idiot?
Krusty Lou Studios.
God
Beep.
darn it.
Ow, my hair!
I'm very impressed. In 3 levels, they fit the most iconic parts of Springfield all into the same level. And like I said in a much earlier episode, the graphics hold up
There's my helmet.
because
Ow, my
it's
hair!
cartoony. You know, the graphics that go for realism just don't hold up. These graphics still are colorful and vibrant today. And they're still gonna be colorful and vibrant tomorrow. This game came out 16 years ago. 16! In 2003. And it still looks pretty fucking great. You know, some things are pretty basic in it, like the shadow of the Jeep is pretty basic. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's still gonna hold up.
Oops.
And because it's on PC, it's still going to be able to hold up in the future because it's going to support all of those
I've gotta
much higher
I need
resolutions.
speed. More speed.
Alright, let's see if we can cut it off. Because that's what it comes down to.
Oh, Mom.
Is not, oh, the PS2 had bad graphics. It did. But its real downfall is it's limited to 480. You know, okay, you can hold the argument that, oh, some games, including Jackass the Game of all games,
Speed. More speed.
had support for 1080i, but it was one of 4, one of them being Gran Turismo 4, one of my favorite childhood games. I played that game when I was in 2nd grade
Tell me what just happened.
on the
Ooh, did I do something
couch sofa. The couch sofa.
wrong? They'll never
Pull
take
out
me alive,
sofa
I
bed.
told ya. Never.
When I had an ear infection.
Watch where you're going.
So one night in 2nd grade, I was going to sleep. It was about 10 o'clock.
Sweet. Forward
And
momentum.
just listening to the radio, and my right ear starts hurting like
The
no
old
other.
man had it in him, didn't
Grandpa's
ya?
Jeep needs
Am
to be
I going to jail for
refueled.
that?
My right ear starts hurting like no other. And 2nd grade me, I don't know what's going on. I'm 7. So I put my finger in it, say, Mom, Dad, you know, can you help me clean my ears? I think I got something in it. And nothing worked, and it was just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And anybody that's ever had an ear infection before knows what's up. So we ended up going to the ER at what was really late for me at the
Here
time.
we are.
Midnight.
Safe and sound.
Isn't that Bart's car? Check the car. Where?
Wow. I need to work on my cardio.
It's empty. Go back to Grandpa and his car. Well, that's
I could sure use a pony right
really
now.
freaky. Grandpa and the Jeep have disappeared.
I got my mojo working now.
Uh-oh. The Jeep is right here! I can touch it!
Hey, what's the matter, you?
Where the fuck did it go?
Can you please pick me
Alright,
up?
it's
I'm
Homer
on my
time.
way.
'Cause I miss Homer. I love Homer. That's my favorite Simpson. So, go to the ER, and from what I can remember in this story, okay, remember, I was 7 at the time. Now I'm 20.
Speed.
Oh!
Speed.
I'm a little
Now I'm
mean
20.
Speed thingy.
So there's a big difference. I believe I remember hearing, if this had kept up for much longer, he would have lost hearing in his right ear. So,
Excuse me, Chief Wiggum. Can you help?
for a
I've
week,
gotta find my grandpa.
Ah, that's
I gotta
cute.
find my grandpa.
I'd love to help, but thieves stole my police car. But that's only because I'm a very, very bad cop.
a crook took Chief Wiggum's car. Find the man responsible before he gets away, and return the car to
Hello,
Wiggum.
Springfield.
Shit's changing.
You're dumber than me.
Find the man who
vibration
took Wiggum's
tickling my
car
feet.
and punish him. All I have are arrows. So I'm gonna just follow the arrows.
Can't you see I'm driving here?
I don't think I made contact. It didn't look like I made contact with that car. Arrows are all I have.
Go!
There goes my college money.
Okay, still going the right way. I'm going to guess I need to hop this. And I'm gonna hope to God that I make it.
Vengeance will be mine.
Watch out! There's
So,
witness
for a
receipt
week
box.
straight, I didn't go to school. I had a doctor's note.
Reckless driving
I was
is
laid
my
up in
pet
bed.
peeve.
This is so much better than being in
Mom
prison.
was super cool
Here.
Watch it, I almost
and
spilled my
got
sundae.
me as much Hawaiian Punch as I wanted. And we played Gran Turismo 4 together
Gotta go.
all week long. Didn't get very far because I wasn't very good at racing games at the time. But I had such a blast because there's so many cars in that game. I think there's like 700. So, and all of the really cool ones you gotta go into career mode to find them. So, that being said, you know, I remember so much about that game. It was such a huge part of my childhood. And another big one was in first grade, I was laid up for another week with pneumonia. I got really, really bad pneumonia. And I think that was that right at Christmas time? Was that the year that I was really sick for Christmas? There was one year that I threw up in the hallway. I was that sick for Christmas. You know, it's such a big day. You know, it's Christmas, and I was so excited, and I got up super early. I'd always get up at like 6 a.m. For Christmas. And this year I slept in until noon because it was my day off. So I was like, fuck it, I'm taking the time. So, I got up at like 6 a.m. and I believe I remember just having to take breaks to go throw up because I couldn't keep anything down. So for that entire week, I just laid on the couch, played my PlayStation 2, one game, Test Drive Eve of Destruction, my single favorite game of all time. Its graphics don't really hold up too well today, but the music is fantastic. It's all, excuse me, it's all, it's like midnight right now, so I'm a little sleepy. It's all like mid-2000s rock and punk, and it's good. It's like Sum 41 and Thrice. Very different Thrice than today. Thrice today sounds like a completely different band, and anyone I show this to agrees with me, and it's amazing to me. You know, I never expected them to be as huge as they are now, because their big hit in 2004 when the game came out is called The Artist in the Ambulance. If you're not familiar with Thrice, they're an indie rock band. They're played on some rock stations, but just go look them up on Spotify. Right now, their big hit is called Black Honey, and I love it. It's a rocker and it's great. But they wrote in 2004 a song called The Artist in the Ambulance, and that was in the game. And it was fantastic, and I loved it. And like I said, there was Sum 41, the same, so I'm in it too deep, and I'm trying to keep up above with my head instead of going under. That's Sum 41. They wrote a song called Still Waiting. That was in Test Drive Eve of Destruction. That's where I get a lot of my music taste. And from there it went from that to Flat Out 2 had a kick-ass soundtrack too. Why is there a police car?
Gotcha. Mea culpa.
Talk to Snake before the cops take him away.
Brains have defeated Brawn.
You totally suck.
You brought the car back to Wiggum. What the fuck did that say? You brought the car back? Talk to Wiggum.
Nice work, Clancy.
Hop in, fellow commuter.
Get into Wiggum's cop car. And we'll get into it next time. We'll see you guys later. I can keep ranting about these wonderful PS2 games with fantastic soundtracks. See you guys next time. As always, this has been the Hot Rod Man 21. See y'all later.